Hi guys, greetings. Murishani, mwachule ni mwalosheni. Mwachule ni mwalosheni. Good evening. Please share. Hi, Joseph. Hi, Sarah. Hi. Good evening, Leonard. Mulishani, greetings. Hi, guys. Please share. Okay, share, guys. How are you? Good evening. Share. Invite people. I'm gonna play a song as we share. And then we get started. I have just one topic today, and the topic today is funeral are for paying last respects. That is my topic today, and I'm talking about funeral. The last is for paying last respect because of what happened today at Madam Nawakwi'S funeral. May God rest her soul. We pray that God will rest her soul and she may rest in everlasting peace. So I'm just going to play a song before we get started. Just for the memory, our minutes of silence. We're just going to dedicate this song to Madam Nawakwi as our last respect to her, since we put her to rest today. So I see you, everybody. Wasim Power, how are you? Valena, share, guys. I want this video to reach far and wide. Share. So I'm going to play a song, a dedication to our mother as we laid her to rest today. And the topic today is funerals are for paying last respect. I'm going to talk about that. So before we get started, I'll just play a song to dedicate the life of our mother. Until we meet again, farewell. Facebook, I don't own the rights to the music.
You can join my free WhatsApp group.
I'm just playing the song. Yeah. Rapidsen, how are you? Yeah. Share. Yeah, so
umutima ule kalipa vyakula na nafikwa nimufira mbandewa mwebapokelela basuma pokeleleni kwabaisa imibele yawo yena yali yahululuka ishinsapato mfwele nimena bashitile akashati nkwete ewe mkele Numba na chivelela mwende wino mwewaya mwende wino mwewasuma mulale muchigote bane ifwa ila kaipa mwende wino mwewaya mwende wino mwewasuma mutushe muchigote bane ifwa daivelela mwana kila kumshiri kaniwe mupita nshira ila mwene kuanguka kano waivika munsapato ala infwa ila kaipa pokelele nyabasumabo avanse kwabo shuwa basumabaya bana kila kumshiri pokelele kwabo sumabo Numba na chivelela mwende wino mwewaya mwende wino mwewasuma mulale muchigote bane ifwa ila kaipa mwende wino mwewaya mwende wino mwewasuma mutushe muchigote bane ifwa daivelela.
Amen, amen. Go well, our mother. Thanks, everybody. Share, share, share. Sad day. But, you know, we are thankful for Madam Nawakwi'S life. Comments, guys, likes, guys, share. I can know that you are watching. I can't see the numbers here. So if you can share. I know people are busy, different things going on. But if you share, people can watch when they have time. Yes, people can watch when they have time. And all my videos, they are on YouTube. So if you don't follow me on YouTube, follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. As you know, Facebook will be deleting the old videos. I think on my page, I think July, all my videos will be deleted. So follow me on YouTube to catch up on all the videos that you have missed. So guys, mwachuleni mwalosheni mwawombeni, everyone who was there kumaliro twamitotela. We thank the state for according her state funeral. But you know, I come here to talk about the video which you have seen. You know what happened at the funeral. I'll just play it if you didn't see it. I'll play the video. If you chitika kumanda kudia, I posted it on my page. And you know, as you know, I'm in a different time zone. So when I wake up, I have to catch up on the news. So so I woke up and I was trying to catch up on the news, and the first thing that came on my feed was the noise, the video about the noise. You know, there's somebody hired a number of buses and ferried some UPND hooligans to the church service and also to the burial site. So this is the video. I'll just play it so that those who haven't seen it can see it, and I will start my discussion from there. Can you imagine? Yeah. Can you imagine? We abantu nabekala kwasa mkuwoma. Yeah, mwe bantu bali bipa. So the video is on my page, guys. I didn't want to come live today, but when I saw that video, you know, my mom, I'm not trying to make this about me, but we are just talking because it's a death which has hurt all of us, and we're not going to talk about the circumstances that led to her death. But to now, fast forward to today, we have a state funeral. So a state funeral, how can somebody hire a bus of hooligans to go and cause confusion at a funeral? Okay, before we even say this is a state funeral, any culture in the world, they respect funerals because that is the last day people will ever see that person and they say their last words. They see their loved one for the last time. They pay their last respects. Any culture in the world. Any culture in the world. Cemetery is like a, what is it? Kumanda is like a sacred ground. He mandate you say it was sacred. That is the final resting place of people. Now we see what happened today. Kuliwa Nawakwi, where umuntu, I can call the person who achitahaya mabasi area to be a useful idiot. A useful idiot. Abule mpia achitahaya mabasi no kutunta abantu. Ukuya mkupange fyongo kuchechi na mumfa video fabalandile na kumanda mwaimwene ifya chirachitika. So me, I want to talk to our leaders in Zambia to say, Mwebena Zambia, this is gone far too long. This nonsense of going to a funeral and cause confusion is barbaric in this day and age. people to hire amashiru. Wabule mpia, wachita hire amashiru. Katushinga bala bapere fiamba bapepa nensunko babika na muri bus atikachiteni fiabu puba. On a sacred ground, on a cemetery. Mwe bantu bakwalesa. Leaders of Zambia, I don't care if you are ruling or you are in opposition. This thing has gone far too long and is escalating. It's not getting any better. How can lunatics be hired to go and cause confusion for a highly respectable woman, and then Mulela that needs state funeral? Kudiwaka pokola. All the people all our officers in uniform were there, and watching lunatics misbehave at a burial, at a cemetery. Why couldn't they bundle them up and take them? Fiafi kasalanga fidefio bakwata fiansh. Fia kusendera mofia na mayo umo. We saw they bundle Edith Nawakwi become kasalanga. Umuntu umo. Why can those idiots or lunatics abachiba kumanda? What stopped the men in uniform from bundling those idiots? I call them idiots, yes. What stopped our men in uniform from bundling those idiots and putting them, driving away to charge them for disorderly conduct? Mwe bantu bakwalesa. Mwakulana na tituli babi, tuwaite mwefia kulandrando, turasabaira. But some of us, we cannot sit and see things go wrong and turn the other eye. I am not made like that. My parents did not raise me like that. Ile abafiashi bandefo bankushishe tabankushishe okweba ati nde support efya bupuba ndereke efintu ifi bifire chikaninchi karafye abafiashi bandefo bankushishe. Lo number 2, ukwendoko naenda. My education I've received, the exposure I've received from all different cultures in the world. I cannot sit still and watch this barbaric behavior happen in Zambia and sit still without condemning it. It's ridiculous. It is shameful. It's actually disgusting. It is disgusting to watch somebody hire lunatics, put them on a bus and go and cause havoc at a cemetery. Not only were we putting Nawakwi to rest, there are other people who are resting in that cemetery. Imanda yali was sacred. Temakuya mkupange fyongo kula chitoluburi, even attacking the police. But Zambia police, what has happened, honestly? Can you fail to contain the situation? Why were you there, Zambia police Kanch? Let me ask you. Zambia police and all the officers there, barrio yaba Nawakwi. If you couldn't contain those hooligans, why couldn't you create a barricade to stop them from entering the cemetery? Why? Yeah? Mwe bantu bakwalesa Zambia tuwasebana. Zambia tuwasebana kale. Ero tuleseba nina kofye. Mwamba nombo kutwala ma rubbish mumanda. Eh? What was the point of declaring a state funeral if the woman on the last day, you couldn't even honor her memory by being respectful to her family? How does the family of Nawakwi feel to see those hooligans roaming around the cemetery or when they are burying their mother? Bonse tuwadifuira wapo, tuwadifuira po bonse. Ineva mayo baba panshi, batata baba panshi, including many of my siblings, close friends and family. I have been to a cemetery to bury the people. And the last thing that I want to see, I can imagine, is how Nawakwi's family was feeling today. Their last day, which they are supposed to remember their mother with good memories. But some useful idiot paid hooligans to go and cause commotion in a cemetery from which family members, friends, associates, colleagues who loved the woman gathered to send her off. Mwaisa mkuchitefia bupuba. Enough is enough. I'm not here just complaining. I'm here with a solution. And the solution is Parliament must mandate the laws, must put in a law to make funerals private and only attendance by invitation. This is what happens wherever, all over the world. Takuba fyomu nguru amashiru yonse, yai matkudi chiro, batwalo bushiru wabu chiro. Do you know the meaning of burying a mother in Nokoiwe? Eh? Ingaulea mkushika noko, it's like an end of the world. The day I went to bury my mother, I thought the world would end. Because she's the one who gave me life. She was my first friend. She taught me everything I knew. The day I went to bury my mother, I thought it was the end of the world. Even when I just heard that my mother died, it was the end of the world for me. Now imagine, kuya kumando konari, trying to mourn my mother and send her off, kwaise amashiru. Kulauma bantu, no kulauma ba police. No, we can do better. Honestly, Zambia as a country, we can do better. We can't allow this madness to continue. Bushiru. We are on earth where you can see abantu bale chanting, abali kwati bali kurali on a burial of someone, and you call that a state funeral? What were the police doing there? But police nishwachira chitako. If they failed to maintain law and order, that state funeral. But police nishwachira chitako. Why couldn't they block them? Echachilesha ba police ku block abaliama hooligans change. Ena iwo ni wo bwachifunye mpia uleli pidaba ifi mpowo soku ya mkula pange chongo mumanda. Shame on you. You are the idiot number one. Iwo bwachifunye mpia okulu ya mabasi to go and cause confusion on someone's funeral. Mukarekarirayo upuba mu Zambia. Ma politics, this is not even politics. Upuba no mungulu. Tema politics ya. Upuba. Abantu baleni papa efide chitika. Like the whole world is shocked what is happening in Zambia. It's like na mupone fibanda. People have stopped thinking. People have lost dignity, self-respect. People are just doing things like they are possessed. It's a shameful wonder what's happening. Shame, shame, shame. Shame, 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 mwebantu. It can't be beyond Zambia police's control. Nishi Zambia police nishi ya verako. Chite nishi ya inendefa ba police ukubepusha. Inendefa ba musamba bese mnumunchende. Ba Jack Muimbu, what is your problem, kanshi? You don't know how to manage a crowd. If it is a state funeral, why did you honor her with a state funeral? If the funeral was treated like you were burying a common thug, why did you honor her with a state funeral and then the funeral ended up to be like they were burying a common thug? Why? Imagine. Mwacha declared state funeral, but then you end up treating her like you were burying a common thug. This is your political party. Now I'm addressing the president himself. Sir, Mr. Hakainde Ichilema, you are the president of UPND for National Development Party. You are the president of Zambia. How do you let your cadres behave like that? You need to get to the bottom of this, Hakainde Ichilema. Get to the bottom of this and find out which hooligan released money for those thugs to be behaving unruly in a sacred site. A graveyard is a sacred area. A graveyard is a sacred area. Takwabo kunyera masushi mu graveyard. Kufialo fimbi kuku kaka mwalimu na we were talking about the girl who had mukita twerk pa memorial site. Kurasha bali mukaka. Mu graveyard kunoko twikala kwali bana ba security. Because that's where their ancestors lie. That's where people's loved one lies. Bahaka in the heads must roll on this one. Pass a law mu parliament which are protecting Ombe. You have to pass a law to protect our ancestors who are lying in those burial grounds, that no hooligan shall ever go and misbehave in a burial site. And give them life imprisonment. Not if you life imprisonment for cyber crime. Ishkwetena meaning. Who has been buried on a social media? Nina no bashika pa internet chapa. Eh? Who has a grave on a social media? You want to put laws to protect amashiwi which don't kill. You want to put in place laws which have not killed anyone. Words don't kill anyone. But people are behaving like hooligans. Ukuya kuma ancestral burial grounds yesu. Ukulachitefia bupuyefia masushi fia mandogo. Like this is the worst Zambia has ever been. We saw even like Paliba Kambwiri, what happened? When the Kambwiri brothers died, at least if it wasn't to this extent, like Zambia, we can't be having like this. Let us respect funerals. You are politicians, so why muna mkuchita mule chena bantu wama family members bayaba firuiru wa mule karifia. Nawakwi wanaya. If you hated Nawakwi so much, why would you go and do all that rubbish to somebody who's not even there to see the rubbish you are doing? You are inflicting pain on the people who are remaining. The friends and family and the people who respected that woman. And I've seen comments pa Facebook abantu bale pingati na benanga bakwatecha ichiro tukachi na bakachimona na bena. So nishimlefa ya Zambia ikafike kuisa. Takwaba. I am just telling you, bahaka inde ichilema, do something. If you are the president who swore to uphold the constitution of Zambia in that stadium on 12 August 2021, you better do something, bahaka inde. You are the one who declared that state funeral. So, if you can declare a state funeral and your order is disrespected and you do nothing about it, you are not even worth to be the president of Zambia. Because people should respect your word. Whatever differences Bahaka Inde you had with Edith Nawakwi, you put them aside and you declare the state funeral for her. So why should people disrespect your order? This is a direct insult to the presidency. This is what it is. It is a direct insult to the presidency of Bahaka Inde Ichilema because he is the one who declared this state funeral. After Bahaka Inde wata declare state funeral, ima mku machinga mu grave umudia ma men and women of uniform. No bama men and women of uniform baka pokola balanga bacha mbokolishe mfuti mudia mumanda nga chachi bashani. Nga bacha mboku ponya matia gas mumanda mudia nga chachi bashani. Bahaka Inde, this is time for you to show your iron fist. Don't just show your iron fist to the opposition, Bahaka Inde. Show your iron fist to these people in your party who are doing it imipamba. Abominations. Show your iron fist on this one, Bahakaindi. You are the one who declared that state funeral. So, number state funeral, your people went and the respect that you gave Nawakwi, despite your differences, you accorded her a state funeral. Your cadres come and piss on that. UPND cadres just pissed on what the president declared. The high respect and honor. Bahaka indio bachipela Nawakwi. Amakada bamkusundira pabatapo ifyabupa. At the end of it all, I think Nawakwi would even have been better off just being given a small private funeral in her village. It would have been more respectful and dignified than what has happened today. It's an abomination. It's an abomination. Bahaka Inde, we need to see your iron fists. You must get down to find out who that person was who hired those buses. Zukuya Kudia. It's not only Nawakwi'S resting place. Nimandaidia. Actually, every Zambian should be upset about what happened today. It's disgusting. And it has never happened in the whole world. For people to be chanting on a barrier ya muntu. Not only a simple burial, it is a state funeral which the president ordered. Remember UPND, but president when watchta, but president Wachalo, and is your president for the political party. He ordered a state funeral. You go and piss all over his order. You have no respect for anyone. By UPND card. And there was no baby Panyamuli Bakuru won't say. All of you who were chatting in that grave, you are all grown men and women. You can't think for yourself. Amanda is like a sacred ground. You can't think mwasumi na mwani na muma basi mwamku tefia bupuba nga mwali kwa to bushiru kutu vambi mukalai shamika. Some of you are bringing curses on yourself and your families because your behavior is disgusting. Heads must roll on this one. Takuri nensala ingalengo muntu kuya mkutefia bupuba pamanda. Ninsala ya msango shani. Fiafi nefia bupuba bachitile bambina bafumapo na cases pala peni. Ifi banda na fi bakonka. They were stomping on people's grounds, on people's graves. Munemo bachira enda muria, bachira nyanta ule manda shabantu. So munewa chilanyanta ole manda shabantu no kula tukana masedo kula umabantu nefibanda na fibakonka. Some of them they will have a terrible ending no kupena fibakala pena. Because a graveside is a sacred ground. It's a final resting place. So no bapa manda ya muntu wapo bantu bakula tukana masedo kula umabantu instead of being respectful. Shame wandili by UPND. Alamatu Sebanya, you are the worst government that ever ruled Zambia. And you are a disgrace to the Zambian people. Mwatu Sebanya. If you're by internet, anything that's happening is flying over the internet. I think we really made a big mistake. Ministry of Religious Affairs, Vali Sala. Even the women like Ibana Lumango, whatever, Nachimona Kachinga Bachilaba Wela, you know, it's a shame once. Ite Kadarism, this is the Wushirufia number. This is beyond Kadarism. It's madness. They have just gone crazy. Now, Wushiru. Ite Kadarism no Kuba. Kadarism, Amakadas, I think they have sense to know their boundaries. These people, they are mad people, they are lunatics, they have no boundaries. To go and behave like that on a grave, in a sacred ground, Mumanda, you call that Kadarism? It's not Kadarism, it's madness. They are they are psychos, very pena. Panto mont fyokti aikala ingirida matao. Imanda fefo yafina, you know it's a final resting place for people. Kutua amko tefia masushikuri. Pant na wachkuninika basi, bakpea naka 100 kwacha. Bambina musenda nefi banda muyamwine mukala pena. Shiashi ne manda shabantu sho mwachira nyanta po mudetukana. You have taken people's ghosts with you. Na bamikonka, the spirits that are lying in that graveside will haunt you forever. What you did today is an abomination. For me, I wouldn't put this on my HH. Because my HH, despite the differences, he accorded Nawakwi a state funeral. Mwamona. So, ku state funeral kudia, umuntu ai ma useful idiot, as ule mpia, apela makada, ba mkutefia bupuba kudia kuumanda. Mubafunye mo ba HH. But me, what I can say is HH need to show his iron fist to the idiot who sponsored those people to go and do an abomination in the cemetery. That's where my HH comes in. Because I think the police also, they should know how to behave. They always know that there is some foolishness which happens. So they should have sealed off the area. To say, Mumanda, don't just come in this funeral. Immediately they saw buses of UPND. That would have been a red flag to seal them off and not allow them to enter the cemetery. Why did police allow those people to enter the cemetery? Why? Why did they not stop them from entering? Palasi ba police tabachikwata maka because muliani Mumanda. What I would have loved to see is that ba police ngabachi abalolela outside the cemetery no kubakaka palopo bachila fumina. But Jack Mwimbu, Home Affairs Minister, you have failed again. This is another big thing, another failure on your head. Bamusamba, this is another failure on your head. Zambians, we are not safe in our own country. We are allowing hooligans to run wild in a sacred place. What more, Mumusebo, what can they do? In an ordinary street, what can they do? If hooligans can run wild in a sacred ground, with the thousands of police there, we are in trouble. We are in trouble. Nangubalenda ma speech, you know, all the speeches that have been given have been overshadowed by this nonsense madness that happened. Everyone is just talking about the abomination that happened in the cemetery. Because these lunatics took over the show. Mwamona. Abantu nomba said yakula mfama speech bamba moye moneni mwebantu ye moneni mwebantu. Lunatics took over the show there. Many people had good words to say about a good woman, but they have disrespected her burial. Not only by Nawakwi, they have disrespected all of us Zambians. They have disrespected the Zambian culture, the Zambian laws, and especially Madam Nawakwi, because today was her final day to be put to rest. So they have disrespected her family and everybody who went there to mourn. What kind of disrespect is this? So I'm just going to close, but I've made my point. And my point is this nonsense has to stop. If the Zambian government can make laws to protect animals uwaile ng'ombe kumukaka no bail uwaile pa cyberspace kutukana omuntu defamation mule kaka monia zulu hapa for 1 year for false whatever. Now why can't you protect our final resting place? There has to be a law to stop hooligans from attending any burial unless they are invited. This is my point here. Zambia, we have to enact laws. Takuri kutwala nga wanfefe chiriro, bambo kushitira mashiru, bashitahaya basa mashiru ya mpange fyongo kudia. That is disrespectful. It's disrespectful and very painful, especially to the family members. Imagine abana babo abakashi babo bawishi babayiditi bachumfashani. A highly accomplished woman to be buried like a common thug. Mwaleta commotion kwati waleshika umuntu who was a thug. They were burying a woman who has been accorded a state funeral. Mwatwala kwa mandongo mwamkunyera kwa masushi. A law must be put in place. We need anyone who is misbehaving in a cemetery to be arrested, no bail. Not ever mulevi kat, no bail wa ile ngombe. Watukana fyo muntu, no bail. Walanda fefi abu fimunia zulu yowari mkakawanie. And let stupid hooligans go and disrespect memories of people on their final resting day. Bahamkula tefia upama cemetery baenda bayana munganda mkulala. What is that nonsense? It's bullshit. Iya chitika lero ni bullshit. Eo taturefu Afrika bwerere pona futi. Elo mupuba number 1 ni ulio wachifunye mpio kulonga ma ifipuba fimpo wo safiria. Vyangano vyale beno birumezi kukwera mabasi kuyoeza za wangano. Kwa masimetri. Ulio pamari ulio zuhia mari kupama makadazi kubukinga mabasa tibagaji tebu yanga usimetri ngomu puba number 1. And it must be dealt with the iron fist. We don't want this nonsense. Zambia is a country la Zambia. We were proud. We were a beacon of peace. We helped so many countries to get independence and fight for democracy. Now balechita Zambia kwati nakadimoni majododo country. Zambia yaluke majododo country. Not even in the West Banana Republic in the world do they disrespect someone's burial or cemeteries. Even the West Banana Republic country in the world, they respect a cemetery. So what the hell are we doing in Zambia to allow amashiru kuyapene na mu sacred ground to abwana kunganda twalala? We haven't seen anyone arrested for all the nonsense. A lot of good things have been said about Mama Nawakwi, but we can't hear them because people, it has been overtaken by bullshit. Mwandidi kutuwalande FV. Comments, guys. Tatulefwaya natufika na imwe. Share this video. Mutaging never UPND bonse. And in therefore kumwishi we watch booking ama basiena, we shall sue him. Even if it's 20 years from now. Iyo ile 29 teba bakafunyo pa ba HH. Yo watch booking a basuria must be sued. Because nga akano kufunye mpiyo kupera booking ama basu kutwale fi mpobosa finankwe nga tafia chitika vyonsefi. Ulio booking amabasi, ulio zuya mali ku booking amabasi. Kutoka amabasi. Abwe inani bantu basondogede bagawugide wawuyita marabisho mu ya musimetri tuya kumubona mu court. If the UPND don't change these laws to fix those idiots, abachichita empower. Empowering kula booking amabasi kutwala efi mpowosa in a sacred ground in a cemetery. Uri mwaomero uri mwana kashina wikala munganda mmobi atiye. Abantu balera ensala mu mayanda instead mule chita donate mpia. Mule chitira abantu ifya akudya mule bule mpia. Nasho eshakuiba mule sendefi ba amabasu kula lipira amabasu kula mkula sendefi mpowosa fira mkutefya okuba mu manda. I'm done, guys. I'm done. But heads must roll. Heads must roll. We must get to the bottom of this. This should never happen again. They ruined a day of paying last respects. Bao naula. Babruru bakwa Nawakwi bachi bakudia. Abana bawishi. And everybody who loved her. Colleagues, everybody. The whole nation was mourning a woman who was a trailblazer. By UPND government, mark my words. If you don't do anything about this, this is going to be one of the final nails that will seal, going to seal your coffin to exit government. Mark my words. You can't declare a state of emergency and have, state funeral, and then have all these police officers and have within Pobosa to come and stomp a sacred ground and disturb a funeral of a highly respectable woman. We say no to that. And God forbid that this should ever happen again. Let Parliament put laws in place to imprison anyone who will misbehave in a cemetery. That's number one. And number two, let them make laws for funerals to be private and by invitation only. Not yama shirua, shirulia umfafia chikudi shiriroku, diaima, dia kuchuria mkutefia upuba. What kind of behavior is that? It's nonsense. So, good night, guys. I'm going on TikTok. Those who want to chat. Otherwise, that's what I wanted to say. It's a sad day. I know it's a sad day. We were burying our mother, but it's even sadder for what happened on a so-called state funeral. Good night, guys. Thank you. Thanks for